Hello, and firstly, thank you for listening. This is an interview that's been pulled from my forthcoming podcast, but more on that coming later. However, if you work in TV or film production or know someone who does, then the following content is for you to listen to, and I'd really appreciate for anyone that does get in touch regarding the content. So, on this episode of Mindful Connections, I'm actually acting as a temporary recruitment agency. However, luckily with me, there's no actual fee to pay. The concept of this interview is to bring someone some career opportunities. Let's play the tape and let's get into it. What a lot of my network probably won't know much about is that for the past decade, since graduating, I've made a conscious decision to give back to students in higher education. So this all came about by being asked to deliver guest lectures by the head of the music faculty at my university. I really enjoyed delivering them, and the students loved them as well, which was great. That naturally led on to working for another university, and I was delivering some careers fairs and careers advice clinics. And this January, I was put forward for doing some mentoring at University of Winchester. And my application was put in and I was paired up with a student. And actually, this student is probably one of the most organised students I've ever met. She's studying film and she's in her final year at University of Winchester. So I'm introducing to you Hannah Cayley. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
That sounded really posh, sorry.
No, that's good. First impressions are always important, right? So Hannah, we met up in January, didn't we?
Yeah, we had our first meeting in January.
And you put your name down for mentoring, not for help with, really, with your uni work, right?
I was so nervous to go into the workplace. Being in education my whole life, being very, barely exposed to the workplace in terms of media and TV. I'd had part-time roles in hospitality, retail, but I knew that this world was going to be so different. And I was looking for someone to give me their own personal stories, experiences, their personal journey into the industry, and to help motivate me and make me feel more confident that I had the capabilities to do it. So I was lucky enough to find Ollie, who was very happy to give me honest feedback on things like my CV, my portfolio website, assess all sort of pathways I could go down as well, and sort of just what was out there really. And it's been really, really rewarding.
You just wanted a bit of reassurance and to know a bit more about the unknown, I suppose, which is, what's post-uni. I remember well, you have all this lovely environment. I loved working, I was even working part-time for record labels when I was at uni, but even then, as soon as I left uni, you don't have that support network around you and you don't have all the lovely facilities that you can work with, and you've got to try and hustle and make it yourself. So completely understand. That's exactly why in my guest lectures I deliver how to network and how to find roles within the industry. So I'm really hoping we can find you something. We've already sent off a couple of emails this week to people I want to recommend you to, but we want to find you something through this podcast, and that's why we're doing this. So obviously your uni's been fantastic, right? Your course has been fantastic for you, but were there any particular modules that really helped you?
Last year I had a module titled Producing Practices, in which I had to create a pitch deck for a script that I found online that wasn't yet produced. And it challenged me to persuade possible investors and talk in front of a crowd to kind of gain a support behind something that I'd believed was worthy of being produced. I also had to create finance plans, budgets, calendars, scheduling, and I even got to go to my first film festival with the university, in which I had talks about freelancing, producing, and post-production. So it taught me about the whole sort of different stages of a film, and everything that goes on behind the scenes to kind of make it happen.
Cool. So tell me, what sort of career path are you looking to take post-graduation then? Because there's so many options I suppose you could take.
Yeah, I've always kind of been someone who likes to get experience in a bit of everything, so I haven't really specialised per se in something particular. So
And
having it.
quite rightly not to, I think, as well. At
This
stage.
is what
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
always been worried about, because there are some people that know cameras inside out, but then they wouldn't know how to edit. And it's kind of, I've always wanted to kind of know a bit of everything and be able to be versatile.
Who's to say there's those options available for you? Like, I wanted to be a sound engineer when I was at uni, right? I came out of uni and I quickly realised, out of all the sound engineer students in the country, there's not that many jobs, right? So I was actually working with artist management at the time, and I realised, wow, you can literally apply your skills to everything. As long as you've got the knowledge, which you certainly do have now, yeah, you can apply. So
yeah, because over the past year, especially in talking to Ollie, I've kind of really understood what my skills actually are. So as he said earlier, like, I have a natural ability for organisation, and I feel that I would be confident in a role within project management, as I'd be able to literally oversee the entire thing, start to finish, input my thoughts on each like sort of stage, and be able to utilise all the little skills that I've picked up along the way. As I feel like there's so much to learn within this industry. I haven't really been exposed to a lot of it yet. So definitely starting in assisting roles and crew roles would be great to kind of understand how that works and how the different ranks work, and just, get my foot in and get started.
Well, you're good. You love team ethos as well, like with your projects that you've been working on, and yeah, I think you've got so much to offer. I think project management, ideal within. Yeah, all the doors are open to you then, really. Okay, so this summer you said you're looking for some experience and paid work. You said to me you'd be potentially able to offer, 3 or 4 days unpaid work, as long as you're learning and in a decent environment, and it will be helping you. But after that, you want to have some kind of paid work, be it temporary, part-time, full-time, whatever is on the table. So what's your availability like?
Yeah, I'm looking for a foot in the door. Once I move out of university, so from July I'll be available for any sort of work, as I have nothing lined up as of yet. You're
going to be living in Sunbury, right? West London.
Yeah, I'll be in Sunbury-on-Thames, West London.
Which is a superb place, I will add. Like, what a place to be situated when you want to work in TV, film, and media.
Right outside London. I could just commute in nice and easily.
But you drive as well?
Yeah, I have a full UK licence with a car, so I'm happy to sort of commute anywhere if I have to, because I'm sure it'll be worth it.
Super. Why would I recommend you? Well, you're organised. Your organisation is superb. Your attention to detail is really good, and you certainly like to take your time on a project to get it right. I've noticed with all of your projects at uni, you make sure you dot the I's and cross the T's. You're a very good listener, Hannah, and you're also very punctual and a very hard worker. But you're also a tactical thinker. You've done quite a bit of freelance work for yourself, videography, photography, right?
Yeah, I've got my own portfolio website which kind of outlines all the different branches I've been able to sort of utilise my skills in, from video editing to camera operating to photography to literally website building, anything really.
Shout your website out now. What's the address?
So it's just Hannah Lauren Media on Instagram, and then there you'll find the link to the website.
Brilliant. Head over to Hannah's Instagram and get in contact, guys. Yeah, also, I think you take a lot of pride in your work, and I noticed with a lot of students, or I have noticed with a lot of students, they come out of uni and they either think they know it all, or they're just not quite measured enough. And I think you're absolutely fantastic, got a good head on your shoulders, and would be an asset to a lot of teams. If I was in a situation where I could offer you the right kind of knowledge building and steps towards your career, I'd jump at the chance. So this is my time to shout Hannah out and say, look, get in touch, get her working for your organisation or business, and see what you think. I don't flog a dead horse either. So no, Hannah's fantastic. Full recommendation from myself. And if you'd like to talk more, either get in touch with Hannah herself or drop me a mail or a call, and we can talk it over. But yeah, certainly.
Yeah, I'm enthusiastic to get stuck in. So
Definitely, definitely. Well, thanks for coming on, Hannah. I wish you all the best, and we will find you a really decent role.
yeah, thank you. I hope so.